Published 0325 Est, 7 November 2017. Updated 0807 Est, 7 November 2017. Scotland Yard are investigating claims by an ex-football boss that he was raped and tortured in a United Arab Emirates jail after the authorities outed him as gay. David Haigh, former managing director of Leeds United, spent 22 months in prison in Dubai after being accused of falsifying invoices and unlawfully channeling funds to a secret bank account. The 40-year-old claims he was tricked into flying out to the Middle East to meet with officials from Gulf Finance House, from whom he had been trying to buy the football club. But the deal fell through and he claims he was arrested on the trumped-up charges in March 2014. Mr. Haigh said that during 22 months he spent in jail he was repeatedly tortured and abused, undergoing 5 serious episodes of physical abuse as well as witnessing the torture of other inmates. Scotland Yard are investigating claims by ex-football boss David Haigh, pictured that he was raped and tortured in a United Arab Emirates jail after the authorities outed him as gay. Mr. Haigh said that during 22 months he spent in jail in Dubai. File picture he was repeatedly tortured and abused, undergoing 5 serious episodes of physical abuse as well as witnessing the torture of other inmates. Has complained to the Metropolitan Police War Crimes Unit. Details the 5 months he spent in hospital on release, suffering post-traumatic stress disorder as well as damage to his knee, hands, shoulder, eyes, teeth and a fractured cheekbone. He said that while in jail he was outed as being gay by the authorities against his will, in a country where the penalty for being homosexual is death. It happened after he wrote pleading letters to the Dubai DIFC courts, including judges who were required to investigate allegations of torture, but refused to do so. He said one of these letters begged for the name of my partner and my sexuality not to be made public by the DIFC court, as I feared for his and my own life. This request was ignored, and such information was made public, and further, made available in a country where the penalty for being gay is death. Mr. Haigh, pictured during his days as managing director of Leeds United, claimed he was tortured in the same police stations as where Lee Bradley, a British holidaymaker, in 2011 amid allegations he was beaten in custody. The result of the information being made public was that I was raped and sexually abused, and my partner had to flee our home in the Middle East where he is from, and claim refugee status. I was categorically discriminated against, on the basis that I am gay, and because my partner is Muslim. Mr. Haigh was among the string of Britons held in Dubai jails, often on spurious charges. The latest was electrician Jamie Harron, who was jailed for 3 months for brushing past a man in bar. Speaking to the Mail on Sunday following his release last month, he warned people should be very wary. The legal system in Dubai is a shambles, and if this can happen to me, it can happen to anyone. Mr. Haigh claimed he was tortured in the same police stations as where Lee Bradley, a British holidaymaker, in 2011 amid allegations he was beaten in custody. Mr. Haigh was among the string of Britons held in Dubai jails, often on spurious charges, having been held since May 2014 and convicted of fraud. He was due for release in November 2016, only to be rearrested for slander over comments made on Twitter while he was in jail, which kept him behind bars for another 5 months. His lawyer, Toby Cadman, of Guernica 37 International Justice Chambers, said Mr. Haigh highlighted how he was detained on an entirely arbitrary basis, that the trial process that followed ignored all established fair trial procedures, and further, that during his detention, he was tortured on a number of occasions, mentally, physically and sexually, and forced to the torture of other inmates at the hands of the Dubai police. Following numerous complaints by Britons and foreign nationals of torture and mistreatment, the UAE has been criticized by the United Nations over its human rights records on detainees. Universal jurisdiction enables certain serious crimes, such as torture, to be tried in UK domestic courts even if the alleged crime was committed abroad. A Scotland Yard spokesman said, "We can confirm that in July 2017, we received an allegation of torture of a British national in Dubai, UAE between May 2014 and April 2016. Officers from the Met's War Crimes Unit, part of SO15, are currently scoping the allegations in line with the Crown Prosecution Service CPS and SO15 guidelines." If charges follow, anyone identified by Mr. Haig as carrying out the torture could be arrested if they set foot in the UK, put on trial and jailed for life if convicted.